All right, my friends, hello. It's Katie Rubin here, your friendly, neighborhood, modern, mystic, energy healer, divine light channel. What the fuck is up with you? What's up? I may be a little quieter today, so you may have to turn your volume up just a little bit on your computer. I am in my closet with the door open so I can get a little bit of light, but I can deaden the sound because I'm doing a different thing in a different room that has people on it that are listening to a thing, so if they hear me talking, it's bad for them. But this is the only time I have to do this for you, hence the closet. I have your 3-card spread for today, for the end of this week. Here it is. I've opened the Akashic records of you, the people who will see this and benefit from it. That's you. Here's what it is. In the recent past, we've got the Mountain card, which we'll talk about in a second. In the present moment, we're in the Moonlight card, one of my favorite cards in the deck. I always say that, don't I? And the outcome is the Stuck in the Mud card. But don't panic, because there are fun, deep teachings that come with being stuck in the mud. So in the recent past, we have the Mountain card. This is one that used to come up for me all the time. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle This is the time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around the mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So it's like, this is a card that's saying like, hey, things are coming up and you're wanting to make them harder by trying to fix it, solve it, manage it, make it perfect. Don't. Just flow around it. Let it just be there as an obstacle and you just go about your day doing you. And it's kind of like another lesson I always get from this card is sometimes when you do know things about an apparent obstacle, the doing of no things is the thing that works like water to flow around an obstacle, which like slowly over time erodes the mountain. The doing of no things, like the way a river flows over like a jagged rock and makes it smooth over time. You don't have to manage the river. You don't have to go faster as the river. You don't have to try to fix the rock. You can just be the river of you and see what happens. Which brings us to the present moment, the Moonlight card. I love this card so much. Something about the present moment has you needing the following energy. Moonlight. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytic. Follow it. Moonlight beckons. Isn't that sexy? Moonlight beckons. Come with me into my closet. I beckon you to meet me here. Trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself. For your alternative perception, meaning like your subtler perceptive abilities, your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. So trust your intuition. Go with oracle cards right now. Go with your psychic ability. Go with your spidey sense. This is a moment to trust the awarenesses you get that you don't understand where they come from, the subtle hits, the signs, the messages that come through the subtler realms, not the logic mind. The outcome is, okay, a little stuck in the mud, but let's talk about it. The outcome is, and let's see, this is an outcome for how far into the future? 48 hours. 48 hours. No big deal. We can handle being stuck in the mud for 48 hours. But let's hear what she says about it. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. That's nice. This doesn't make it look nice, but it is nice. Stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you into even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, 48 hours, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So it's a moment to slow down, take a breath, sink into your present moment, get present with what is, practice. It's like a conscious, intentional practice we have to develop to have gratitude for what is. I do not personally always have gratitude for what is. In fact, a lot of times I have resistance to what is or judgment of what is. So instead, we have to practice. We have to develop a practice of having gratitude for what is. So when you look around your reality, what can you become grateful for just for 48 hours in the present time? Because it's not a moment to thrust forward. So reminder, you've had some kind of encouragement in the recent past to just be like the water flowing around the mountain of your life. Maybe don't try to chisel or climb to the top of all of your problems and solve them today. Just take your hands off the wheel and let the mountain be the mountain. Present moment, you're being guided to trust your intuition and your extrasensory perceptive ability, your psychicness, your awarenesses that come from seemingly nowhere. The outcome is take a seat for 48 hours. Just take a seat, watch some Netflix, pet your dog, be with the people who are right around you, enjoy yourself, nurture, ground, keep it simple. We're not pushing forward just yet. We're just being present to what is, trusting the spidey senses that come through, and having a nice chill time. I hope this is helpful to you, my friends. Let's see, what do I have coming up? Star Beings class begins next Thursday. This is my mid-level to advanced energy healing class. If you're interested in it, message me and we'll talk about whether it's a good fit for you. We start next Thursday, the 23rd of February, I believe. It's the 23rd. It's definitely next Thursday. It's 10 a.m. to noon, East Coast time. My OMA Pittsburgh class, OMA Pittsburgh.org, begins mid-March. That's my affordable energy healing class. Usually lots and lots of people in that class, so the energy is really big when I transmit. It's a really powerful group of really conscious people where we're going to learn human design principles each week and do a divine light transmission each week to decondition you, as we might say in the human design paradigm, away from being what you've been conditioned to be, and instead liberate you to be who you are according to your design. So that'll be a really cool class. My writing class is going on. Acting class, excuse me, if you're in the Northern Florida area, my acting class begins. This is an acting class for working actors. 6 weeks. We start February 20th.